Hey guys, it's Rick. I'm gonna go into Disney California Adventure today, try some new Halloween food that I haven't gotten around to trying yet, and we're also gonna look at merchandise today too, so let's go have some fun. So we're gonna start at World of Disney first today before I go into DCA. Then we'll go into DCA after. At World of Disney, there's a couple of jackets that I wanna check out. Some really nice classic looking jackets with the Disneyland logo on them. So I wanna start there. And there's a couple of hats, I believe, that came out at World of Disney too. So we'll look at the hats and the jacket. Then we'll go into Disney California Adventure, take a stroll through Buena Vista Street. I love starting the day that way. It's nice walking down Buena Vista Street during the Halloween season, seeing all the bats and the spooky purple bunting, the headless horseman, of course. It's just a fun thing to do to start your day. And we'll go to Cozy Cone. Actually, at Popcone, of all places, they have a sope that I want to try. I think it's a Barbacoa Sope, and it looks really good. It looks delicious. So we're going to eat that, and we'll also go to Pym's Test Kitchen. We'll try out a cold brew today, the Apple Cold Brew that I haven't had yet. It's caramel and apple, so I think that one's going to be pretty good. And we'll do one other item. I think we're going to do the Baymax Macaron, because I love ube. I know that'll be like a top Halloween item for me because ube is one of my favorite things. And it's an ube and caramel. Is it ube and caramel Baymax Macaron? It's very, very cute and it looks like it's gonna be delicious. And then we'll call it a day. I think that's all we're gonna be doing today, but it'll be a fun day, so let's get this started. Let's get into World of Disney first, and then we'll go into DCA. I think this one's new because I have not seen it before. I just noticed this today. I was actually looking for two different jackets, but this one caught my eye. It is very nice. I like the color beige. It reminds me of a members only jacket. A lot of the jackets lately have been reminding me of like the vintage members only ones, and I do love those jackets. I have a couple of them at home and I really do like those jackets. This says Disneyland Resort, established 1955. It's $89.99, but it's like 2 in 1. It's a jacket, but it's also lined. It has like a gray hoodie lining it, and it has a hood on it as well. So the hood is not removable. I wish the hood was removable so you could wear it as a normal jacket, but because it's 2 layers, it would be very thick and very warm, and you have snap button closures there. I don't see a zipper on it. Yeah, that's odd. It's not a zipper like a normal jacket. It's just a snap button closure, but it does have the hood on it, and it's really soft on both the outside and the inside. The inside heather gray hoodie is really, really soft, and the outside has a really nice silky texture to it. It's very nice. I like the collar on it a lot. I like when hoodies have collars on them. That's really unique, and it's a really nice touch. It adds a little bit of a sophistication to it. Let's look at the back of this one though too. Nothing on the back, but see, it has a collar there, and it also has the hoodie, and the hoodie is really soft and cozy, so I like that. That's a nice jacket. Very nice. Ooh, it is really busy in World of Disney today. I know the parks are going to be busy. That's an indicator. If the shop is busy, you know the parks are going to be very busy. I haven't checked wait times, but this is one of the jackets that I came in here to find specifically. I love that it's such a unique purple color. It's coming off on camera a little bit differently than in person. It's more of like a reddish purple. I would call this like a mulberry purple. It's a really nice purple. So they have other jackets that are exactly like this, but now they're making 2 new colors, and I love the new colors they came out with. I checked on the app. This one is $79.99 because the price tags do not have prices on them, and it's weird when they do that. You should just have the price clearly marked. There's no marker on the wall or anything too for this one, but yeah, it's got the classic Disneyland D there. It's a really simplistic zip up hoodie, and I like that. It's really nice. It's got 2 pockets on the front as well. Let's look at the back. The back just says Disneyland, and it's exactly what you would expect, and it's fleece lined on the inside, so it is very, very soft and cozy on the inside there. I carried the jacket into a different section of the store so you might be able to see the color of it a little bit better. But the back says Disneyland, authentic, original, established 1955. It's just so soft and classic. I like this one. It's simple yet effective. I love when the designs are simple like that. That is a really nice jacket. There's one other color too. I don't see it. I'm going to have to continue looking. There's a baby blue color out, or a sky blue too. So I want to see that in person. Hopefully we can find that one. I didn't come in here specifically for this, but it caught my eye. I knew there'd be a lot more of the plaid stuff for the Christmas collection. This is is beautiful. I really like the design. Again, I'm a little confused at how similar it is by the VIP tour guides, the plaids in the park. It just reminds me of all the VIP merch, but it is Christmassy. Plaid is distinctly Christmassy, so it is nice. I like the gold hardware on it, and it's got some like gold foil pleather around it as well. The zipper pulls are really nice. I like the gold lining there. It's a really nice color combination of the green and the red for Christmas, but they put a lot of gold, so that makes it really elegant and nice feeling. Even the pocket has a lining of gold on it, and look at the straps of this. This is $80, and it will match all the other plaid stuff that they're going to come out with the Christmas collection. So far we have the ears, we have the backpack. There'll be other stuff too, though. I'm sure there'll be a spirit jersey that matches this collection, but look at the gold straps. Aren't those wonderful? Those are just really fabulous and sparkly. They shine really nice. I like the Mickey ears on the top there. Very, very adorable. This is an awesome Loungefly. I'll look at the Christmas stuff today really quick. I didn't come in here specifically to see if there's new Christmas stuff, but I bet there's a couple of new items if there's this, so we'll check while we're here. Okay, I found the other jacket. This one's a really nice blue. It's like a dark sky blue or a dark baby blue. It's a really nice color though. I really enjoy that a lot. It's just a really nice color blue. It's still hard to tell on camera. It's coming off a little bit different color. There's a lot of really yellow lighting in World of Disney, so I walked to a section with more white lighting, but it's still hard to tell what it looks like. But it's a nice blue. It's a little bit gray to it. There's just a tinge of gray to it, which I really enjoy. It's very soft, $79.99, same as the other jacket, and the back will be the same too, but I enjoy that they're making other colors of this. It's nice to have different choices. Let's look at the back of this one as well. And the back says Disneyland with the same patches as the other one. Authentic, original, established 1955. That is great. It's a really soft and high quality feeling jacket. It's right between being thin and thick too, so it would keep you warm, but it's not too warm. It's not double layered like that first jacket we looked at. All right, the last thing in the shop is 2 more hats we're gonna look for. I didn't see any new Christmas merch other than that Loungefly that I didn't see last time. I don't think that's new. I think it was just sold out last time or something, but let's go look for the hats real quick. Wow, this caught my eye too. I'm really surprised that there's still new Halloween merchandise coming out, and Halloween's in a couple of weeks. You'd think they would have brought this out earlier in the season with the rest of the stuff. This is so stinking cute. My favorite little Mickey, and look at the bats. Oh my gosh, the bat has the derpiest little face I've ever seen. Both the bats are herpaderping. Oh my gosh. I have to zoom in, I'll show you their faces right here. And the little Mickey pumpkins actually have fangs on them, very sharp teeth, which is super adorable and fun. I like the muted fall colors, like the candy corn is not your traditional candy corn color, which is really, really cute. It does feel like a cheap quality canvas bag though, like this was made with scraps of a bag. You just have to feel it. It feels really low quality and thin, which isn't a problem because it's $16.99. It's not super expensive. It's a pretty nice sized bag though. It just feels a little cheaply made to me. That's the only thing about it, but it is so darn cute. I love that one. This is one of my favorite hats that I've ever seen at Disneyland. I love that denim blue. It looks like jeans on the front there. It says the happiest place on earth, Disneyland, California, 1955. I like all the colors that they chose, the dark blue and the light blue there. It's like a baby blue, and it's a cream, like a beige cream color on the top, which is really nice. $29.99, just like all the hats are. It's a really comfortable hat. It's a really nice material as well. And the back says Disneyland Resort. There's even a little denim top on the top right there, the little button. That is really cool. Very nice hat though. I like that one a lot. This one's brand new. There's one more brand new hat we're gonna look at too, but I love this one. I might have to get it. Maybe this one will end up at Company D someday. That'd be awesome if I could get it for a discount. Company D hats are like $2.99 or $4.99. They're such a good deal. That's why I have so many Disney hats. I get them at Company D and they're just really cheap there. There's a new Star Wars one for $24.99. Look at that. You have the Millennium Falcon and the Ewoks, C-3PO, Han Solo, Leia, Luke, Chewie, and R2-D2, the classic Star Wars characters. I love that. That's a cool little patch on the front there. It's a really nice color blue, and the stitching is very unique on the front there, how it's all stitched in with some copper foil. Kind of matches C-3PO with the copper, the gold theme. And this is a mesh ball cap here for $24.99. I think that's why it's $5 cheaper than the full cotton ball caps. This one's mesh on the back, and it's a snapback unlike the other one too. That is a really cool hat. I love Star Wars, so I really like this hat a lot. That's cool to see. I bet California Adventure is going to be nuts. It was crazy in World of Disney. You could barely even walk. So just your typical busy Sunday as I expected it. Let's go eat though. I'm really hungry. So we're going to go to Cozy Cone and eat. Oh, Oogie Boogie was saying something. But let's go grab some lunch. I'm on a mission to be able to show this cat's face in the vlog because Evelyn is so grumpy looking but so adorable, but I can never see her face. She always has her face buried in the grapevines, but I found her again today, so I will say hi from afar to her. The flies love her though, the poor thing. She needs like a fly mask and stuff on her. The flies are really getting her. You can see her tail twitching because so many flies are around her, but we'll see her one day. I think they call her Evelyn and I love her. Oh, look at her sleepy face. She just looked up. Look at her sleepy little face. It's really hard to see. Oh, she is so stinking cute. Aw, maybe that's not the one that looks forever grumpy and mean. Maybe there's two white cats that frequent this area, because one of the white cats that frequents this area is so mean looking. It just has like this scowl on its face, a permanent scowl. It was just born that way. It can't help it. But look at how cute she is. Oh, I love her so much. She's adorable. I'm just following her around now like she's a character, but that is the grumpy cat. I saw her face, I didn't get it on video, but when she looks right at you, she does look grumpy. So cute though. I love coming into Carsland during Halloween time. It's just so spooky and festive here. I picked this up and surprisingly it's at Cozy Cone number 5. I went to the Cozy Cone Motel and I love the faces on all the cones here during Halloween time. It's just so fun. I love how spooky they get into the spirit with things here. Carsland's like the best decorations for Halloween. Buena Vista Street and Carsland are probably the two best decorations for Halloween. But I like picking up food here. You can sit in Red's Community Garden. It's just a very busy day today, so it's hard to get a table here in the shade. There are some tables not in the shade, but it's hot today. The weird thing is in 2 days, it's gonna be 20 degrees colder and it's gonna rain. It's like 100% chance of rain. So it's really odd weather this week. It's a mix of summer and fall weather. The two seasons are blending together. But I picked this up at Cozy Cone number 5, which is actually popcorn. It's kind of weird that popcorn has real food. This looks really good. It smells delicious. This is the Barbacoa Sope. It's a fried sope with barbacoa, chorizo beans, lettuce, queso, crema, and salsa roja on top. And I love the salsa at Disney. They usually have really excellent salsa at Disney in general. And this was $10.49. Let me try the salsa real quick on its own just to see how that is. I love the salsas here usually. Ooh, wow. That is a hot salsa. I'd say medium to hot level or just a true hot. That's a really spicy salsa, so be careful with that if you don't like spicy food. That has a really good kick to it. It's really flavorful. You can taste the tomatoes, the peppers. It's really delicious, really garlicky. That's an excellent salsa though. The problem is I cut off a piece of the sope and they don't have knives there. They only have forks, which is a bummer. I did have a knife in my backpack because I always carry spare utensils, but it took me like an entire minute, and I'm not even exaggerating, just to cut off one piece. So the sope itself is really dry and really hard. It should not be that difficult to cut through. It was incredibly difficult to cut through, even with a plastic knife. You'd need like a real knife or a real fork to eat this one. And it'd be really hard to pick it up and just kind of take a bite out of it. It would be incredibly messy. This is a pretty small portion. It's a snack portion for $10.49. That's why it's a little cheaper than a meal, but that's still pretty expensive for the size of the sope you're getting. So let's hope it's very flavorful. I like the lettuce, I like the crema on top, so I think this is gonna taste good. It doesn't have a lot of beef though. Mine doesn't have a lot of the barbacoa. All right, I got a bite with some lettuce, some beef. This also has pickled onions, and I love pickled onions. It needs a little more pickled onions though. I only got like 3 on top, but I got a bite with everything. The beans, the salsa, the lettuce. I like just regular iceberg lettuce. I like the crunch and the coldness from it on Mexican food. Let's give this a bite though and see how it is. I want to just assume I got a bad batch because the flavor of this is excellent. That sope is so hard. You could seriously break a tooth on it. It is incredibly stale, incredibly hard. Is the sope itself just really old and stale and then they deep fried it to try to revive it? I think I got a really bad batch. I cannot even chew through that. It's really hard to chew through. The flavor is good though. The sope has a really nice masa corn flavor to it, but it takes so long to chew through. It's like biting through a jawbreaker. sure. It's ridiculous. That is like the hardest food I've ever had at Disney. Pretty ridiculous. I was expecting it to be hard because cutting through was difficult, but I didn't even think it would be that hard once I chewed it. I thought maybe that was just cutting through, and I thought there was like a piece of cardboard or something this was served on that I might have been eating, because it was really, really hard. But that being said, if you get a fresh batch of this, I'm sure it's much better than the one that I got. The beef has an excellent flavor. The salsa is great. The pickled onions are sweet but tangy. There's a really nice balance of flavors. The crema is really, really good too. I love the crema on there. And the cheese, it's like a queso fresco on there. I like the cheese also. The lettuce is crunchy, it's cold. It's a nice textural contrast, and a contrast between spicy and mild too. There's a lot of things that tone down the spiciness, like the crema, the cheese, and the lettuce, but the salsa itself is very spicy. I do love that beef. It's a really nice braised barbacoa, and it's a super flavorful beef, but the sope is inedible. I'm just gonna scrape this off and eat it without the sope and just assume I got a bad batch, because there's no way it's like this all the time. But even if I go and switch it out for a new one right now, it'd be from the same batch of sope, so it still would be the problem. It still would be very hard. I'd have to try it on a different day to know if that's just this batch or not. I've heard good things about it, so I'm assuming I just got a bad one, but I love the flavors of it all, so at least we tried it out. So I actually did go back to switch this out and get a new one, and she didn't give me a new one. She said they're just supposed to be hard like that, and that you just pick them up and bite through it. But even biting through it, you're just gonna have to trust me here. You cannot bite through it. Like, you will chip your teeth. It is so hard. It's definitely not supposed to be that way. So I don't know. Oh well, I'll just let this one go, and I'll eat something else after this instead. I'm gonna eat the toppings still off of this. I'm just kind of surprised she didn't switch it out, because it is very, very hard, and it is definitely too hard to eat. You just can't even bite through it at all. Okay, here's a video of my mom trying to cut it. See how it doesn't even dent? And that's with a serrated plastic knife. It takes like an entire minute to actually cut through it. It's really ridiculous. You cannot cut it. It's not possible to eat that. It's like a piece of cardboard. Oh, yay, we got it. It's like a piece of cardboard. It'll be nice when this is back and open again. Probably a couple years though it'll take. Maybe like another year or two. I'm going to Pym Test Kitchen to pick up my next order, and I could see Pym Test Kitchen. It's right there, but I gotta walk all the way around. That's all right, I'll get some steps in, and we'll go pick up our cold brew coffee next. I went to Pym Test Kitchen in Avengers Campus, and I don't think I've ever seen it so empty at Pym's before. The inside was completely empty. There wasn't a single person in the zigzagged queue. There was like one person ordering at the register and nobody else in there. I've never seen that. It is packed here at the parks today. It is very busy. So that just must have been a weird, rare opportunity that I got there and there was nobody there. So I picked up my mobile order and I came over to the Hyperion courtyard where I like sitting. There's no one over on this side of it today, which is really, really nice. And I sat in my favorite little spot in my cozy corner up against Ernesto de la Cruz's hedge here. I like this spot because the hedge provides shade, and it is still pretty darn warm today for being a fall day. It's about 80 degrees, and when you're in the sun, it's very hot. So I'm very grateful to be sitting here in the shade. The music in Avengers Campus can be really loud and overwhelming, so I like sitting back here because it's nice and quiet and just comfortable back here. It's great to take a break from the crowds and sit back here. I picked up the Asgardian Apple Cold Brew. This is one of those things that sounds like it could go really wrong or be very delicious. My hesitation is apple with coffee. I just don't think apple flavoring, especially artificial apple flavoring, doesn't pair with coffee, but this is an apple cold foam on top with a caramel cold brew, and it also has caramel sauce drizzled, and you get one of those Halloween caramel apple lollipops. I love those lollipops. Those were my favorite as a kid. I still like those a lot. It's kind of impractical just to get a lollipop there, but I'm gonna lick the lollipop because I want to try the apple cold foam. I've never heard of apple cold foam on top of coffee before, but I see what they're going for, so it has potential to be great. I like the combination of apple and caramel, so maybe there's not a lot of coffee flavor. I think the coffee flavor would really throw this off. Look at that cold foam though, it's really thick. It looks green too, it's got a really pretty appearance to it. Let me try this though. Weird. It's like sour cream because it's sour apple. It's like sour green apple in milk that's been foamed up. So it tastes like, weirdly, like apple sour cream, but not in a bad way. It just tastes like milk that's kind of gone sour with some artificial green apple flavoring in there. I actually kind of like that. That is so odd. I love these lollipops. I'm gonna have to put this on a napkin and hope that the napkin doesn't stick to it, because I do want to eat this lollipop afterwards. I love the caramel apple lollipops that you get at Halloween. Wow, that is very weird. weird. Now that I tried the foam though, I'm gonna stir up the drink really well so that it's all mixed together really good. All right, let me get that really good and stirred. I should have grabbed a spoon because I always recommend stirring these with a spoon. It's just a lot easier to stir with a spoon than it is to stir it with a straw, but we'll get this mixed in here real quick. The other thing about the cold brews is they taste pretty different if you sip from the top versus sipping from the straw. So I'm gonna try each, that way I could rate it fairly, because no matter how much you stir, some of the foam still settles on the top. You can see the top is like still white like that, and the inside doesn't get quite as much of the foam mixed in, but we're gonna try this. Let me try it with the straw first and just see how it is. Yeah, I like that. I like it more than I thought I was gonna like it. It's really sweet because the caramel sauce mixed into it. It's very, very sweet, but it's really creamy, which is nice. It's a little too sweet as far as I like cold brews, but I do like this actually. It's incredibly creamy, really milky, which is nice. It doesn't have a strong apple flavor once you mix everything in. It mostly just tastes like a caramel coffee. It really reminds me of a caramel macchiato or a caramel frappuccino, just iced, iced caramel latte. You get a little more of the apple flavor on the top when you sip it that way. It's really not strong on the apple flavor, which is nice, because I think the apple would conflict with the flavor of the coffee. It's not very coffee forward though. It really just tastes like artificial caramel and a little bit of apple, but a lot of creaminess in there. If you like a less coffee forward but more sweet cold brew, you're gonna enjoy this one. And you have to like them really creamy because this is super milky. This is nice though. It's $7.79. I'd get this one again. It's not my favorite cold brew, but it's nice. It definitely doesn't taste like caramel apple exactly, but there are some hints of it. And you get a little lollipop with it, so that's nice too. After this, we're gonna go to Lucky Fortune Cookery in San Fransokyo, and I'm gonna pick up my last food item for today. I'm gonna get the Baymax Macaron. That's gonna be super good, and ube macaron. So let's go get that next. I went to San Fransokyo to Lucky Fortune Cookery to pick up my next item. I got the Baymax Macaron. This is the seasonal macaron that they have right now, but I'm definitely getting my steps in. I walked all the way over to Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta to find a table. I had luck over here though. There's a nice corner table in the shade over here. I just couldn't find a table anywhere. I waited around in San Fransokyo for a while. There's just not enough tables between 3 restaurants there, but I waited for a while and I'm like, nah, no one is leaving. I can't find an open table, so I figured might as well just walk. At least I'll probably get a table that way. It is busy over here, but I was lucky enough to get a table. The normal Baymax Macaron is a Nutella filling. It's a hazelnut chocolate filling, and it's really good, and it's really adorable too. This one's changed up. It's Baymax in his superhero costume, which is really adorable as well, but normally it's the white Baymax Macaron, just his normal self. This one looks really good. It's an ube cream filling with salted caramel in the center, and it has chocolate crunchy pearls as well. I cut it in half, that way I could get a bite with the caramel, just like I was saying about the Oogie Boogie macaron that I recently got. You gotta cut them in half, that way you can get a bite with the filling and the cream and stuff there, because the filling's gonna be just in the center. I think this one's gonna be a mess though. It's gonna stain your clothes, stain your hands, and stain your tongue and mouth. Because of the purple ube filling, that's really gonna stain everything. And then the outside also has the red shell, so the red's gonna get everywhere as well. This was $8.29, so it's a pretty expensive snack, but you're paying for the cuteness too. And you could probably split this. It's big enough that you can cut it in half and split it with 2 people. Usually these are really rich anyways, so you might not want to eat the whole thing. But let's try this out. I love ube and I love caramel. This is right up my alley. I'm sure I'm gonna enjoy this one. It looks delicious, so let's give it a bite. That is excellent. It's one of the sweetest macarons I've ever had. It's very, very sugary. It's got a lot of sweetness in the ube cream, and the caramel puts it over the top. It adds a lot of sweetness. I would recommend splitting this with someone because it's really, really sweet. This would be nice with a black coffee though, but I love it. The ube flavor is perfect. I love ube flavored anything, and this is just outstanding. This is one of my favorite macarons. I love caramel though too, so it's right up my alley. I like the chewiness of the inside and the crispy, crunchy texture of the outside. It's a really good textural contrast. These are fun to eat. They're a little bit messy, but they are delicious. I'm sure this is gonna stain my hands and fingers though. With all that purple and all that red, it's definitely gonna stain me, but it is worth it. This is super good. I would get this again. I'd recommend it. If you like ube flavored things and you like caramel, you're definitely gonna enjoy this. This is awesome. And it's really cute too. It's Instagrammable, it's nice to take pictures, but maybe consider eating it somewhere other than San Fransokyo. It's just so chaotic in San Fransokyo, you can't even walk through that land. It's the busiest, most condensed land. Too many people are just compacted into a small area. That's the only problem about there. But if you just take it out somewhere else and eat it, I like spending time in San Fransokyo, so it is a shame. But just eat this somewhere else and you'll enjoy it a little bit more. This is awesome though. You got to try this one out. You're going to like it. Seems like Grizzly River Rapids has been having problems a lot lately. The last month it seems to shut down at least once or twice a day, but they have it completely drained today. No waterfall on or anything. It's really eerily quiet back here. It's kind of peaceful and nice. They still have the little nature sounds pumped in, the birds and the bugs and stuff pumped in, so it's really peaceful to be back here. But it's so odd when there's no water at all. There's just a little trickle of water left on the ride here. Okay, last stop for today is going to be Elias & Company in 5 & Dime, and we're going to go check out a couple of new items that they have in there, and then we'll call it a day and I'll head home. This is a brand new jacket. It's incredibly heavy. It's really thick and would keep you super warm. It is so darn cute. Look at that. The Pooh stitching on the front there. It's embroidered in. I love the font that they chose for that. And the colors are really, really nice. They're like baby colors. I love the forest green color, and it's unique how it's a varsity jacket, but it's yellow and blue stripes with the green. I like that color scheme. It's really nice. It is $169.99, which shocked me. I'm used to Disney prices, but I feel like that's a really high price for a jacket. But I understand once I picked it up, it's very heavy. Like, this is actually hurting my arm to hold it. It's a really heavy, high quality, and thick varsity jacket. This is really nice, though. I have to show you the characters on the sleeves. They're really cute. So on the sleeves are these really nice big patches of Pooh on that one and Tigger. Look at how cute their faces are though. And they're nice and soft. I like the texture of those. It's like a Sherpa patch on there. That is a really cool touch. There's also 2 characters on the other sleeve. Let me show you those. And on the other sleeve, look at Piglet, so adorable. I just love Winnie the Pooh, but that is awesome to see all the characters. Eeyore is looking great there. He looks a little sad, but that's just Eeyore being Eeyore. I really like this a lot. Let's check out the back and see if there's anything. Oh, the back of that is incredible. The same Pooh with the same font there. They're nice little patches for each of the letter. That is cool. The same as the front on the chest. And then you have Tigger and Eeyore and Piglet and Pooh, and they're all looking up at the clouds. They're probably finding which cloud animals are up there. Piglet's probably saying something like, oh, I see a squirrel, or I see a rabbit in the clouds up there. You know how you just lay back with your friends and watch the clouds? Well, they always do in cartoons. I'd like to do that in real life sometime. That'd actually be really nice. But that is really cute and charming and endearing. I just love the Winnie the Pooh stuff. This is a great jacket. Ooh, I found this in 5 & Dime. This is a brand new Christmas item too. What's the price on this? $49.99. It's like a sage green. It's really, really nice. 'Tis the Season, Disneyland Resort. That is really adorable, isn't it? I love that. You have the sugar cookies and the gingerbread cookies, and then you have Mickey and Minnie and all the drinks that you could drink. That is fun. All the hot chocolates and all the lattes and stuff for the Christmas season. This is a really awesome shirt. I like that unique color though. It's like a sage green. It's a very nice color. Let's look at the back and see. And yeah, it's pretty darn soft. Oh, the inside's actually really soft. It's a fleece-lined inside that's very soft. The outside's not as soft, but the inside is very cozy and comfortable. So let's check out the back of this one. And there's nothing on the back of that one, just the front there. Thank you guys for joining me today. It was fun to look at new merchandise. I always really enjoy coming and looking at all the new merchandise. It was nice to start at World of Disney, and then we went and got that sope, and unfortunately the sope was disappointing. I was kind of disappointed that the cast member didn't offer to replace it. She actually just said that that's how it's supposed to be and that she wouldn't replace it, so that was kind of a letdown. The toppings on that were really good, but man, the sope itself was inedible. I've had sopes before, and they're definitely not supposed to be that hard. They're supposed to be crispy on the outside and nice and fluffy on the inside with a really nice masa texture on the inside, but that was not the case. This was like a piece of cardboard. It was way too hard, but I did like the Asgardian Apple Cold Brew. That was actually better than I thought it was going to be. It didn't have a heavy apple flavor, and I think that helped it a lot. It was a good caramel, creamy cold brew with a light apple flavor. It was actually pretty nice. It was a fun drink to get, and you get an apple caramel lollipop with that one too, so it was kind of fun. I'd recommend that, but what I would really recommend is the Baymax Macaron. That ube macaron was so good. One of the best macarons I've ever had. It was very, very sweet though with the caramel center. It was super sugary, super sweet and rich. I would split that with somebody because it was really indulgent, but the ube flavor in the cream was awesome. That was super good. You got to try that one out if you like sweet macarons. Ooh, I can't wait to get that one again. It was delicious and adorable. And then we went to Five and Dime and saw a couple of things. Overall, it was a really fun day at DCA. It was very crowded today and weirdly hot today for fall. It is going to drop 20 degrees in 2 days, and it's going to rain too. It's a 100% chance of rain in 2 days from now. So it's such an odd weather day today, but I had a great time. I hope you guys had fun coming along with me. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed this, please give the video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. I hope you guys take care, and I'll see you real soon.